Let's do it.
Hello, Twitch. Welcome to Jamflix and Chill for Dogpit Jam 2018. We've got some great games that we're going to be playing today. We've got Alchemy, Magical Item Workshop, and Nail 'em. First up is Alchemy with Ghost Dad and Uncle Spectre.
Hello.
Got the whole family here.
Hey there.
That's right.
Also with us today is Xibanya.
Hey, everybody.
Hello.
It's good to be here.
It's great to be here. Let's get this on the road.
Hell yeah. I've been really excited to see more of this game because when I played it on stream, I was not very good at it, but I believe that you are better than me at video games, so I'm expecting to see a bit more content here.
It's a blessing and a curse.
That's right. Yeah, we made it a little easier. Not much, but
Ooh, are we going to be seeing a post-submission build today?
yes, indeed.
Ooh, I will try not to let that influence my judgment.
All right.
I'm going to be going into this fresh, aside from some walking I did just to test it before the stream. So I get to learn right on stream. So go ahead and tell us about Alchemy. What are we doing here? What's our story?
So Alchemy is a game where you play as an apprentice to a potion master. And if you want to go and talk to the potion master, actually, to start it off, he'll give you a few things, a few bits of information. But basically, you need to pay rent in 10 days to keep the building. And you do that by making potions for the customers that show up in the bottom of the workshop.
Ah. How do I get out of this potion master's?
Tab. Sorry,
okay.
tab is in menu and out of menu.
Yeah, that's the first puzzle element of the game. Figuring out how to get out of the menus.
Quite the puzzle. Reporting in, sir.
I think I said it before, but I'll say it again. This music is real chill, and I dig it. Where is this music from? Did you guys do it?
It's we did not. It's just a classic free music archive.
Is it a McLeod Incompetech track?
Right. Yeah, but I scoured for literally hours.
Hey, that guy's good. Was it Kevin McLeod?
Yep. He did, well, I say he did, but a lot of his music is like the entire track for Kerbal Space Program, which I did not know until like after a year of playing that game.
I mean, that guy's done an amazing service to the game dev community, so.
Oh, yeah.
And I suppose commercials and so forth, but the game dev is the only thing that matters.
Exactly. People like us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think I'd eventually like to put some music together, but that's usually gets put on the back burner. So,
What kind of music would you like to have?
I mean, the only thing I think I'm capable of is like Fruity Loops, like loop mixes and stuff like that. So that's probably what I'd start out with.
Yeah, but would you want something that has this kind of tone to it, or would you go for something else?
No, I think this is just about perfect. There's a couple like piano chords in the middle that seem a little out of place to me, but for the most part, it fit well, I thought.
This beat does not seem that friendly.
Yeah, he's not a friendly bee. Yeah.
he's gonna mess you up. Watch out.
There's actually very few friendly folks in the basement.
Okay.
Really?
Everything's gonna kill me.
Yeah, except. Yeah.
Are there friendly people in the basement outside of that one guy at the base of the stairs?
No, he's the only one.
He's the only NPC.
I feel bad killing these guys for bowls of blood.
I mean, how else are you gonna get bowls of blood? You know?
Yeah.
They don't sell it at the supermarket anymore.
Church potluck?
There you go.
Yeah, those guys are just kind of minding their own business. You know, they're just kind of walking around. They're getting their exercise, and you just come down and harvest them for blood. So I get how you feel.
It's a very morally gray game.
Yep, that's actually the big lesson. I think. The theme. So one thing we did update since you played it is, or rather, Uncle Spectre updated because he's awesome. Is when you die, your ingredients will basically drop on the floor that you died on. So you can, when you go back down, you'll be able to retrieve what you lost.
Neat.
That's nice. Dark Souls style, like if you die again, is it gone for good?
Yes, yeah.
I'm so sorry I had to make a Dark Souls comparison.
I was thinking about it the whole time I was writing that system. I was like, oh yes,
This
this
is
is
the
exactly
Dark
Dark Souls.
Souls of potions.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, there we go. I'm getting a handle with the combat now. Just keep kiting them.
I think one thing that probably made me have more trouble with this game than a normal person would have was my mousing setup. I can't remember if I switched to a normal mouse to play this game.
I remember you saying that you use a trackball. And
Yeah.
I've never really used one, but from what I've heard, they're great for first-person shooters. I can't imagine them for a lot of other things, though.
Yeah, game-wise, they are very good for very small, precise movements. But if you ever need to like drag the cursor across a lot of the screen, they're not so good. Great for carpal tunnel.
Oh yeah.
That's why I use one.
Wait, can I cheese this guy? Come on.
Yeah, what's the enemy AI like? Do they just pathfind to your location, or is there a limit to their aggro?
So yeah, they have a patrol limit, basically. We wanted to do A-star, but we didn't have time. And like I mentioned in the stream before, we're using Unity tile maps. So we wanted to try to find an A-star that would kind of just be built into the tile maps. We've done that now, or rather Uncle Spectre has done that, but not in time. So anyway, yes, they basically just come at you if you're within range. Otherwise, they patrol.
Very nice.
Yeah.
Alright, so this guy needs something to help with his wrestling match. Which means I probably want to give him a buff or something, right?
Yeah, if you want to just take a look in the journal, you can see they're all labeled, so you can sort of solve the little riddles, like which of these potions would help him.
Well, looks like I want a growth potion.
I can't tell you if you're right or not. That would be cheating.
I mean, I thought maybe minor damage, but I have a feeling that if I throw this at him, he's gonna just die or something.
Yeah, that's actually a part of the game that I wanted to put in, which is basically a failure option with the customers, where if you give them the wrong potion, they'll get mad at you and leave, and basically limit your options for making money. But we didn't have time for that.
Yeah. It's hard enough already.
Invisibility need. Oh, I can do this.
So how did you guys get upon the idea to do a game like this?
That's a good question. We're like, how can we overscope a game?
Well, how did you guys team up to begin with? Had y'all worked together on a project before?
So we're actually brothers.
Oh, I see.
We're all part of the same ghostly family. Uncle Spectre just kind of took on his role in my little make-believe that I have going on. So yeah, we've always wanted to kind of make a game together, and we've started before, but this is the first time we've ever finished anything because we had 10 days or whatever. So
Nice.
Quote unquote finished.
It's always nice getting a finished product out.
That's what's great about game jams, though, is they really give you that impetus to get some kind of shit done.
Yeah, exactly. I've always wanted to make a game, but the first time I did was Football Wars during Awful Jams, Winter Jams. Even though it turned out pretty poor.
I love the theme of that one.
It's still like I've done 2 other games besides this one since then, and I can't stop. I'm addicted.
Yeah, that's how you get started. You're hooked now. I'm so sorry that you're hooked on game dev.
Yeah, this is all you guys' fault.
Terrible, terrible path to go down in life.
Yep.
Let's see, Bull Blood, Rat Tail. Oh wait, I need a third item?
Yeah, so that's part of the difficulty curve. So you gave you the first potion for free, but the other ones you kind of have to do.
Yeah, you have to experiment with them, basically, using the first 2 ingredients, but you don't know the third.
Oh wait, are the spaces in that like a hint to what item I need?
No, that would be a great idea, though.
Oh.
They're just to throw you off, really.
Okay.
So you have to go kill things until you maybe get the third ingredient?
It doesn't auto-populate if you get the ingredient. You probably have the ingredient already. In fact, you do. I'll just tell you. You know what? You do have the third ingredient.
Oh, which one is it?
Just tell them.
Gosh, I think it's either slime fetus or slime heart. I can't
so
remember
even if you don't,
it's probably heart.
So you're trying to get people to just experiment with the third thing? Would that make them lose that third thing if it didn't turn out?
Oh, there we go.
Yes. Yeah.
So you're kind of penalizing people for experimenting there.
Yeah, you're right.
No, they get trash juice. It's not a bad thing. Just because it's useless.
Alright, so do I have to click on him with this?
So press tab and then click on the potion.
Okay, I right-clicked on him. Oh, it grew me too. This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, and it also grew the speech bubble.
What? Oh yeah, that makes sense.
As it should.
Yeah, well, that's a feature.
Totally intended.
Because when you're bigger, you're louder too.
I mean, that's just science.
Yeah, exactly. That's just good science. Yeah, so I think the big thing that you should take from making those potions and using it is that you can use them in the basement too. And they will help you.
I will have to try that out then.
You gotta get high on your own supply.
Exactly. You gotta quaff those potions.
Is your team quaffing?
I quaff occasionally. It's no recreational quaffing though.
I'm all loaded up. Let's go.
Just medicinal quaffing?
Exactly.
Oh wow, that's great.
So one thing to keep in mind, I think it's delayed a little bit, so maybe you've already done it, but if you go down a floor, you'll lose the potion effect. So one floor,
it
one
only
effect.
lasts on the floor that you're on.
Yep.
Alright, I don't think I want to waste this on those little guys.
How many enemy types are there in total?
Oh gosh, 1, 2, 3, 4, I think 5. 5.
That's pretty good for 10 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was the biggest thing that we ran out. That it would have been nice to have more time. Is we would have had we had like a whole 2 extra rows of ingredients that we had originally in the UI that we had to cut. But I still think we had quite a bit of content, so I'm happy with it.
Alright, let's see. Oh, wait, crap. I need to go back down and get those potions, or the ingredients back.
Yeah.
Also, you get that bargain bin. It gives you 2 potions, random potions every day, so you can always go to that to just get some random potions in the workshop. Yeah, when I first started thinking about this game, I wanted to have a situation where you had a bunch of potions, you didn't know what they did, and you were sort of forced to experiment with them. And so that was sort of what I hoped would happen. Unfortunately, I think people are super cautious with their potion use.
I think I figured that one was the heat one. And unfortunately, I threw the ice one I had on me.
Don't.
I like this. This is a very fun concept.
Thanks.
And who was the artist, or was it both of y'all?
It was both of us. Yeah, combination.
'Cause it's a very beautiful looking game.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Like, how did you guys settle on the palette and other design decisions?
That's a good question. Well, I can only talk about the player and enemies because that's what I worked on. But so I did the player animations and sprites. I'm trying to think where I got my inspiration from. I don't know if I got it from anywhere in particular. Just maybe like Hyperlight Drifter, very
I can see that.
vaguely, but obviously not as bright, but at least the kind of movement and
That makes sense.
yeah, stuff like that.
I thought when you first sent me your character design, which I think is really cool, I thought I just threw growth potion at him. I thought
just keep making them bigger.
I thought it was sort of sword and sorcery-esque.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of too.
Oh yeah, I haven't played that
Cool.
in a while. I can definitely see the look here though.
Yep. And then Uncle Spectre worked on all the tile stuff, and pretty much all the like set dressing and stuff, which looks awesome.
So how did y'all decide on which familial your username?
Well, that was my fault. I've been Ghost Dad for a while, and then I called our team Ghost Bros, and then he came up with his name, which I think is great.
Oh, that makes sense. Dad's bro is your uncle. Okay, I dig it.
Yeah, I have many children, so it fits.
Are they also ghosts?
Yes, of course. They are also specters, phantasms. I don't know. We'll have to come up with a children's ghost name, but
It's good. You can tell us all about the taxonomy of your offspring.
exactly. So another thing I wanted to point out about the tiles is Uncle. It's weird calling him that.
I'm not your uncle, but
Uncle. I'm just gonna call you Uncle. No, just Uncle.
Call me Unky.
Yep. One thing that he added that I thought was interesting was the lighting. So you can in Unity you can light 2D sprites, which I've never done before. And I think it turned out really great, especially in the like workshop area. The kind of ambient lighting looks really good. And didn't think it would work so well on 2D, but it seems to work just fine.
Yeah, it's funny. I that was like 2 days before the game was due, and then we had to do like I still had to do all the tiling, and I just got it into my head that I wanted some lighting or something. And I was like, all right, I'm just gonna see if this is easy, and it was very easy in Unity to just switch your your tile materials over to a lit material and then add lights. I was like, oh, this is great.
It's a really stylish effect, and it really adds a lot. So glad you thought of that at the last minute.
That's right.
Thank you.
If you don't mind me asking for another hint,
Yeah.
what's the last one for invisibility potion?
It's the heart, slime heart.
Thank you.
No, I was wishing I had a list when I was testing it because I was just guessing when I was testing it out. Like I should really know. I should really just look and find out what these are, but I never did.
Yeah, I actually, when we were coming up with the idea, we overscoped it so hard. I was like, I was like,
As it happens.
I wish every like ingredient combination could have a potion so that even like experimenting is fun instead of just like, oh, I failed like 10 times before I got the right one. But hey, that's really hard to do. We would have to make 1,000 potions or something with the number of ingredients. Actually, we'd have to make 84 different potions, I think, for this ingredient amount.
I mean, we had 7 more days between then and now, so we could have totally done that.
You're right.
Go at the same rate.
9 new potions a day.
Oh, invisible bee, no.
Everybody's invisible now.
As they should.
I'm watching it on a little bit of a delay still.
Oh, dang.
It's a little bit on Mixer. Doesn't seem too bad, although sometimes... Oh, I don't know if I've seen any circle pop up in a while, but... How did you guys decide... Oh, wait, there are the circles. Yeah, it's a bit of a delay, but... like, the enemies would be like, well, it's going to be a bee and a corn and a rat.
That was all Ghost Dad.
Yeah.
Do you have, like, latent fears of these things?
Yeah, they're pretty terrifying. So the corn actually...
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, I think the corn was the first one I did, and it started out, I was like, I'm gonna, instead of creating a character and then animating it, I animated it first.
Huh.
So I kind of started with, like, it was just a plant, I guess, the plant opening and the whatever happening as just an outline. And it worked really well, and then I was like, oh, that looks just like a corn. I'm gonna make this a corn.
Nice.
God darn it. And then Uncle Spectre did the slime boy, and that,
it's cute.
Yeah, that was, I think it was a placeholder at first, but I really liked it, so we kept it
These
in.
things never stay placeholders for long.
Yeah, exactly. And then that led to Slime Dad, Slime Daddy, I don't know, Slime Father, perhaps. And then the little naked guys, that's what they are. I should say, when we first started, most of our characters started out naked, including the player character.
As it happens.
I don't know why. But yeah, that one in particular, I just kind of, we had a placeholder that was black and white, and I just kind of reimagined him as a naked fellow running around. And then, yeah, I don't really know where the bee came from. We needed a flying projectile enemy, and that just came to mind.
I love the bee.
Not the bee.
Not the
Sorry.
bee.
It's kind of obligatory.
Yes, the bee.
Alright, I'm gonna need to make shrink potions here. What's the third one on this guy?
I think probably it's either slime heart or slime. Well, actually, I'll wait until I can maybe see the recipe. I don't remember, but it's probably a slime heart or slime fuse. All the ones that are pretty good, like growth and shrink, tend to. Oh, we show the slime fuse. Jeez.
I know invisibility is slime heart.
I can actually look it up really quick because I don't remember.
Yeah.
I have no qualms about cheating right now.
If you want to just like go through and use up some of your slime fuses and corns and try to make whatever while I do this.
Yeah.
Couldn't hurt.
Make some trash juice.
Make some garbage juice.
I've
Or
got
garbage juice, whatever it is.
I've got just enough corn that I should be able to get all the rest of the gold I need.
Okay.
You're doing way better at this game than I was doing.
Wow.
Well,
He
let's
has
see what's
more
already being
time.
used.
Oh yeah, you
Yes,
only
he's
have
doing
2
more.
corns.
Corn is also kind of a pain in the ass to get, so I want to make sure I use it right.
Yeah, that's true. So one thing we did was increase the drop rates a little bit. Make sure everything kind of drops at least one thing. But I think corn on the cob is still a little low.
Alright, so shrink, I'm gonna assume it's rat tail, because rats are small creatures. That's my logic here.
Go for it.
Do these all follow some kind of logic?
Hey, that was it.
Yeah, they do. I mean, totally like subconscious logic. Like, oh yeah, that seems right. I
mean, that's good enough.
good enough for me.
The normal kind of logic where a rat tail, a slime fetus, and a corn together makes, an invisibility potion.
Something that
I mean,
makes
that's
you
just
small.
obvious.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like you shouldn't have to explain it.
Yeah, I can't believe that logic worked. I like that.
Yeah.
Alright, that means I need an ice potion now, which is just some slime, corn on the cob, and blank.
Yeah, you're doing pretty good.
But what here would be cold?
Yeah, what's the guess here? Because I know exactly what it is. And I chose it because I thought it actually fit. So if you guys don't think it fits,
I mean,
you're gonna hurt his feelings.
yeah, I will be very sad. Okay, well,
I'm a hypothesize first because I mean, a bowl of blood. If I'm just finding blood already in a bowl, I'm assuming it's been out a while.
Yeah, that gets temperate pretty quick,
How hygienic is this game? I'm not sure if it passes like OSHA regulations, FDA regulations.
yeah, this potion shop would be shut down in a second if OSHA showed up.
All right, let's see if I'm right. Oh no, I made garbage juice.
Oh no,
You did it.
it's dirt. Is the third.
Oh, like permafrost.
That's exactly what I was thinking. Yeah.
Tenuous logic when designing these things. I love it.
I dig it.
That's right. That's how we came up with the ideas to begin with. Tenuous logic.
The best kind of logic.
It's kinda what art is.
It's like the Batman '60s show where they're like, "All right, we're surrounded by sharks, cards, Joker cards. This must be the Joker."
Sounds about right.
Exactly. Yeah, I think you're starting to get the hang of
neat. You can actually, once you make it, you can just keep making it by clicking on it. Because he said, "Oh, I don't have enough to make that."
Nice. Once you're done with this, you can just go to sleep.
Oh,
Yeah,
wait, do I have to talk to the old man and be like, "I got the rent money"?
No, you just sleep until day 10.
4-day hiatus, man.
Woohoo! Thanks, Andrew.
Yeah, it would be good if probably you could just talk to him and he would say, "Hey, good job, you're done." But
Yeah, we weren't kidding. Got sleep.
And I just sleep the rest of my days away.
Yeah, forever. Man.
Cool. Well, thanks a bunch for showing off your game, guys. That was a lot of fun.
Yeah, it was cool. I love learning a bit more about it.
Yeah, much appreciated. Now sleep. See how far you can sleep.
Yep.
Unlimited.
Is there are there any events based on how many days you are? Like on the 5th day, something will always happen other than the people who come in? like the monsters are super agitated on a certain day or anything like that?
No, we were planning on having all sorts of fun stuff happen, but ran out of time.
Then we just had a bunch of boring stuff happen.
Yeah.
Oh,
No, yeah, it was on the cutting room floor, that stuff.
Well, hopefully we can see this get expanded on more. I'm a big fan of working on Game Jam games post Jam, because you have a nice base there, and now you don't have a time restriction and can just work on whatever you want.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks a bunch, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Thanks
Good
so
talking
much.
to you.
Thanks, guys.
see y'all later.
Yeah. Bye.
All right. Next up, we're gonna have Magical Item Workshop with SystemLogoff.
Hi there.
Hi.
Hello. All right. Tell us a bit about Magical Item Workshop.
So, you try and underscope your game, but somehow you still overscope it. That's Magical Item Workshop. So for some reason, I had this idea this was a 2-week jam. It's not.
Not at all.
About a week and a
But
half.
starting off... Oh, I see you got some endings. That's good.
Oh yeah, I
There's-
already got the messed it up ending.
So have fun with the character creator. There's a lot in here to choose from. A lot of it added in the last half hour.
I always appreciate a game that has a character creator, particularly a jam game with a character creator. So, it's good. It's good.
Oh, I guess I should also thank Ash, Mihai, and Wilfer for their great work in voices and audio, respectively.
They do good stuff.
This was going to have keyboard input until, time crunch.
I love the animation here, and I'm assuming you did this yourself.
Yes. In fact, my goal this jam was to make everything as punchy as possible.
It's a pretty punchy game.
A lot of juice.
I don't know, I didn't spot any screen shake.
That's true.
I had nothing to screen shake with. So one new feature I've added in this version is the assist guide. So if you enable it, it'll let you make any item perfect.
Ooh.
I've also added an item screen directly in the menu.
I was noticing this. This is new.
Also, if you go into blocks, you can toggle a colorblind option in there directly as well.
Very nice.
Very nice.
All right, so we need to make this teapot charming, and that
Also,
is...
something Xibanya couldn't do, scroll your mouse wheel when you're in the color palette.
Very useful.
Yeah, just if you have a middle mouse wheel, just spin it when you're in the palette, like in that screen. Just like spin the mouse wheel.
That way you just quickly select stuff.
Very nice.
So let's see, cyan is the thing I want for charming? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, no, wait, white is charming for cost, and I think that's the one that I want.
I've also reworded the parts list to make more sense, and to get rid of makes it power unpowerful. Also, there's no squeak.
I always appreciate a lack of squeak.
Let's see, what's a good charm one? I'm gonna go with glass. There we go, 5 charm.
Yeah, the mixer delay is a bit different for me, so I'm just like, yeah, you make that teapot.
So, the puzzle mechanics for this, did you get inspiration from somewhere? It's kind of unique, but it kind of feels like kind of a Picross, a free-form jazzy Picross.
So this started off as a ripoff of Mega Man Battle Network's Navi Customizer from Mega Man Battle Network 3,
Huh.
where you had to make parts to power up your character. And I'm like, well, what if you're making parts to make a magical item better?
Because I like the freeform nature of it because it feels good in a game when you can like attempt to put a bit of yourself into it or some sort of. And I guess you carried through with that with the character creation as well. It's very thematically cohesive implementation.
The other thing is that the signs were originally just a smaller part. They were how you signed your item at the end, and you could have your own custom sign. But then, well, this was a 2-week jam in my head, like I said. So signs became the main element. After time looked me in the eye and said, "You're not going to do it." Also, damn you. I see what you're doing.
I thought it was
yes. I'm so disappointed in myself for not thinking of that.
I am so glad you didn't, because that made me so happy.
Okay, because at first I didn't understand. I thought you were disappointed that I didn't do that.
No, I'm just like, someone's going to do it on stream.
I would, but I'm not getting the power I need. Alright, what do I really like the kind of different boosts that you get from all these different symbols here, because there's some that they're just straight up multipliers, some are just a static boost.
Fun fact, the symbols are supposed to unlock as you found them yourself, but time limits.
Of course. Wand, there we go. Wand, even when I was first playing this, I kept getting this backwards. Wait, what's the super boost power? Orange, there we go. Wait, did I do that right?
So you did it backwards.
I think if you do it this way, it actually says wand at the top. Let me try this. Oh, there we go. Okay, 2 wands. There we go. We got 5 power now.
Also, wand became zap and zap became wand, so I need to rearrange those again in the editor.
I also like that even if you make the symbol with the color that doesn't match its boost, it still gives a boost to that. So I could have made wands out of all the charm blocks, and it would still give power, like a boost to power.
Yep. In fact, whenever you draw, it converts all to just black and white to render what symbol it should be. So anything above 2 becomes 2, and 1 is the white, because Lua starts at 1 for its tables.
It's cool though, because then even if you're not doing it quite right, you feel like you're doing something.
Exactly, and then you can just draw funky colors in all your shapes if you really want to.
Alright, I think now I'm going to start messing some of these up. The first time I went through, I did all the items perfectly. And then I got to the last puzzle, and I went into the puzzle editor, and I hit done. I didn't even start it. And I got the ending that was on the judging stream, which is, oh yeah, everybody came to help with all the items that you made for them. But you screwed up at the last minute, so you kind of don't get away with this.
You go on your magical public domain tree and...
Oh, here's assist mode. This game was designed to be an item building puzzle game. We think it's best to try it without assist mode for your first time through. However, everyone is different. If you want to just have a way to solve an item you're stuck on, this mode is here to help.
This is for Xibanya is very bad at this game mode.
Yep, and then when you enable it, you'll unlock the star as a ruin, and it will work when you're building items.
Let's see, 5 power and skill, rank 0, heart and charm. So I'm just gonna do skill here. I don't care about anything else. What's a good skill? Haze, there we go. And I think that one was originally wand.
Yeah, they ended up switched when I put in assist mode, so I need to go back and make a small change there. Also, fun fact, in the original build of the game, Zap was incredibly overpowered.
Oh, yes, it was. Because that's the one that gives a boost to everything, right?
Yes. And if you made 2 of them, it stacked quite a lot.
No, it's terrible. It's a soiled book.
I love all the names of those books and items that I made.
You did a good job naming them.
I'm most proud of A Sword.
That was pretty good. Yeah, I love that this game just had a lot of charm and heart in it from top to bottom, like the mechanics, the art, the names of things. You did good. You did good.
Yeah. No, I'm always impressed at the art that you put into your jam games especially with the limited amount of time, and usually you're going solo on these. Having gone solo myself, I understand exactly how tough it is to do everything all by yourself.
I think I've only ever worked with people for audio. I've never actually worked with someone else for code. I don't know what that says about me overall.
Here I am. I've never soloed a jam. At least I'm not that crazy.
We jam, and I ain't quite the spot of trouble.
Also, you notice everyone has like proper outfits this time instead of being outfits I chose at the very last second because my game wasn't compiling.
Uh-oh.
Hey, if you're not submitting in a panic at the last second, did you really compete in a game jam? I asked you.
So yeah, it turns out my tables that held characters' outfits were in a different order than the character creator. So when I wrote down all the outfits, I was assigning the hair value to the body and vice versa. Things were dying.
Oh. Well, I'm glad you got it to work out.
Alright, I think I got this. I'm just gonna do the news zap, which is originally Ring, but I'm gonna just get everything but one category because I gotta get something other than perfect or terrible. I want middle of the road here.
Well, you picked the right guy to do it on because he's nice enough to not give you a terrible. He'll only ever give you 2 stars at lowest.
Alright, let's go with this. It's interesting. Oh, no. It's too interesting.
I'm still seeing you draw coal blocks on my sky.
Oh, that's on the mixer? Huh.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mixer's
Mixer
being
says...
cranky.
Yeah, I know.
Jeez, when Mixer abandons you, I don't know where you can turn.
Yeah. Well, Twitch is supposed to be getting the immediate mode soon, so fingers crossed they give that to me at some point.
I'm wondering what Mixer's going to do if Twitch follows through with that, because I don't see any other reason to use Mixer.
Yeah, there was no other reason.
No,
It's gonna
pretty
be-
much not.
The death of Mixer, which is a little sad, but I think it's got a slightly more attractive interface.
Microsoft has money. They'll find a way.
Yeah, I guess won't feel too bad for them.
Yeah, they'll keep that running forever. Rank 5 in everything but power.
Oh, so fun fact, the text was supposed to scroll and print in. I was working on that before I looked at my timescale and went, not necessary. Oh, I should talk about the other cut feature as well. So originally there was friend book in the game. And each game generated its own unique code tied to your person's name. And if you shared that with someone else, you unlock a ruin that way.
Neat.
So it was a way to encourage friends to play the jam game to play with more friends. Or to, make a bunch of save files, one or the other.
Yeah, we were planning something like that for Dungeon Profiteer, where you like generate a code and then you give it to somebody else so that they can make the item. But up until the last minute, we didn't even have an ending in, so that kind of fell to the wayside.
Yeah, I was putting it to the very end because I knew this would be a nice-to-have feature and not a critical one. And time, time is not your friend.
Time is not your friend. Time will deceive you. Wait, how many of these can I... Oh, there we go. All 4s. I'll go with that. A sword.
A sword. Gotta love a sword.
Alright, here we go. Oh, really big hammer. I don't think I remember doing a hammer. Oh, no, rank 4 and everything. I remember this one now.
Yep, we had a very squeaky rat attracting hammer on the mainstream. In this pat... Sorry, go ahead.
I feel like I want to try something tricky this time where I don't use one of the stats at all, but I still get it to work.
You're just powering through this game.
Yeah.
You need to get good.
Get good. So this one should give us a boost to charm. Yeah, there we go. Well, we got everything at 2, so that's not too bad. Huh. Huh.
Ah.
But now if I use Zap with... is that Heartfelt? There we go. Ha! That kind of worked. 2 glasses and a Zap. Oh, because 2 of them went over.
Yep, he wants exactly 4. Or she. I'm not sure. I eradicated pronouns from this game, so...
Except for that one in the very end.
No, in this update, the pronouns have been killed.
Oh, excellent.
At least God forgives me.
That's still my favorite line, actually. So yeah, all the items are rendered 3D models that I made in 3 hours or so, and then painted in Photoshop after they're rendered grayscale.
Mm-hmm.
And then reducing the 16 colors so it had a nice effect in the game.
That's lovely.
Yeah, Photoshop is surprisingly very nice for making pixel or down-res to art.
Yeah, it's my pixel art editor choice. I own Sprite and I still prefer Photoshop.
Same here. When I was trying to do CGA graphics, I tried using Sprite and everything came out looking poopy. 2 seconds in Photoshop and I've got something that looks like an actual picture.
Photoshop provides enough tools to make editing easier, and my student copy of Photoshop will never be put away. I have that key saved. I have that installer. It's never disappearing.
What are you talking about? Photoshop's free. Don't pirate software, kids.
So, fun fact, there's supposed to be blueprint outlines for all the items, but I ran out of time, so that's why you're just the item image turned black.
Well, if it works.
Remember, kids, it's not cheating if it's a valid appearing thing.
Oh, I made it strong. Oh, here's hoping. Oh, by strong, does that mean all 5s?
Yeah.
Wah, wah.
I wonder if you're gonna get the best ending.
Oh, I shouldn't even wait. And so we jam and use their abilities and restore the shield around the town. Uh-oh. Yeah, that shield shattered.
Well,
I do enjoy the cutscenes. I mean, at the end here, at the very last few hours of the jam.
it's a nice touch. I mean, it's not very common that you see a jam game that even gives you an ending, so...
You got multiple endings, and that's super impressive.
And known as Wee Jammin's Folly.
Will Ford did a great job on the music.
Yeah.
Yes, he did.
And
He cranked out a lot of tunes in those short period of time.
Oh, yeah.
It's delightful from top to bottom.
Oh, is there a way to restart from the screen?
No, unfortunately, I need to add that.
Just love the chamber music feel of this.
Well, I'll go ahead and relaunch it then.
Also, the game actually thanks you for playing now.
Yay!
That's nice.
It's a very polite game.
Oh, I just noticed these are the endings over here.
Yes, that's how I knew you got one.
Yeah. No, I noticed this guy right here, the yellow and blue, when I was opening it up to test the stream. And I had no idea what that was because it wasn't there before.
It's a train. It's the light on the train. And then the skull is obvious.
That's cute.
It's great. And the skull means I win, right?
The skull means you should run through with the SystemLogoff and draw a lot of stars.
Skull always means you win. It's because it's fearsome. Your enemies are going to fear you now. Let's go! Because you're so good at the game.
Oh, so I saw the calendar before.
Yes, Wilfer confirms that
Yeah.
my thinking it sounded like chamber music was probably on the money.
Huh.
He borrowed from Vivaldi for some of this.
So this calendar, does it... I didn't really find it doing much, but does this actually line out all the days that you have to make items?
Yeah, it tracks your progress through the week. It was going to have more comments as things went on. Like,
Oh, geez, I didn't even see this.
And stuff. But that got cut. Because there was sticky notes going to be put here, like, oh no, the guard was eaten by rats.
Poor guard. Oh, it's craft week.
And also all your bullshit science magic classes. With business at the end.
Wait, I gotta see what a bad teapot is. I haven't done that yet. Swamp water. That is the saddest looking teapot I've ever seen.
It looks delicious. What are you talking about?
I think I'd rather eat the teapot than whatever's in it.
And I just heard Ash's amazing voice. She did great along with Mihai.
Yeah, I'm glad she was able to, because, SystemLogoff had originally approached me about doing voice acting for the game, and I am usually super hyped to do voice acting for his jam games, but I felt like since there were so few judges, I would be a little too close to the project if I did voice acting this time around, so I'm glad Ash came through.
Yeah, she did a great job in quite a few jam games. She was also taking point on the story for our game, too.
Yeah, she's pretty cool. I'm glad that she's kind of gotten into our nice little community here.
Yeah.
Because I think I only met her relatively recently. I only met her in person at South by this year. I knew her on the internet a bit before that.
Oh, I like to shout out whoever made Sans in Awful Jam's Discord chat in my character editor. That was pretty good.
Everything is Undertale.
Well, the second shirt I drew was Charo's shirt, so everything is Undertale.
Mm-hmm. It is known.
5 power, 3 charm. I don't care. Screaming key. Oh, that's not gonna be quiet at all.
Just what you need to break into your own house.
All right, I think I'm just gonna blast through with. Was the last ending that I got the worst ending?
So that's the worst ending. If you get to the end and make a really good item, you'll get the second worst ending.
Ooh, let's go ahead and do that then. Oh, he doesn't go down to terrible, just poor. You're right, he's very nice.
He's the nicest mechanic and the only character in the game who does that. This game has deep lore. The mechanic is nice and there's no pronouns. That's the lore.
Seems like good lore to me.
Sward.
You know, the guard's armor looks much more futuristic than I was thinking when I was drawing it.
I kind of assumed I was in some sort of modern fantasy setting.
Yeah, that's kind of the setting I was going for, so it works out overall. But I was thinking I was making armor, but apparently I was drawing sci-fi.
That can happen sometimes.
Alright, so strong as possible. I think we can do this.
If not, there's assist mode.
This should be it.
We'll know in
hope.
15 seconds.
Is that how bad the mixer's delayed?
It's pretty behind and I've refreshed.
Oof.
That's why I've been a bit delayed with my commentary on some things.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. And so Apprentice used their abilities and restored the shield
first
around
time
town.
I've seen the shield that didn't suck, so that's good. It's very pretty.
It's very Majora's Masky.
It's very what?
Very Majora's Mask in style.
Oh, yeah, now that you mention it.
Anyway, sorry if we cut you off dieting, Hippo.
Oh, no, it's alright. Hey, you know what, teacher? I saved the town, so eat it. Gonna have to retry a crafting week practical. Fool's victory? Hey, I got 3 out of 5 endings now.
Congratulations. You are 60% of the way there. Also, I like how I have the gear on the failure tests, because this whole game's aesthetic is put gears on everything.
The steampunk, medieval, futuristic.
And that's why every single special item has a gear in it. Sometimes 3.
That means it's triple steampunk.
Yeah, I did not put any fedoras or trench coats in this game. But yes, thank you for playing.
Thank you so much for coming on, man. This is a wonderful game.
Worth it. Xibanya encouraged me to make a very good game in a much shorter amount of time than I thought I had.
But I knew you could do it. And gosh, I'd like to say more, but I feel like I shouldn't. I should maintain objectivity. But you'll definitely hear me saying more about this Saturday.
I'm looking forward to it.
It's going to be good.
Also, I missed everything Wilford said in the Twitch chat, so I'm sorry.
He said Vivaldi. He borrowed from Vivaldi.
Ah, excellent. Okay, so
it's okay. Vivaldi's public domain, so.
Take that, Vivaldi.
Mm-hmm. Wasn't he like a perverted principal of a school for girls or something?
Xibanya, rewriting classical music history for everyone.
I think that's true. I had to study him in school. I was in orchestra.
I'm looking at Wikipedia now. I hope you're happy.
I hope you're happy.
All right, thanks again, man.
Yep. On to the best game jammer.
Next up, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Harold Krell with Nail 'Em. How are you doing tonight?
Hello, I'm doing very well tonight. Thank you very much.
What up?
So
I'm doing superbly. And let me turn down the Twitch chat. Very good. Okay, now I can hear you a little better. A little better.
just a tad. So you want to tell us? You want to tell us a bit about the about Nail'em?
Oh yes, I do. It's a very very genuine experience of carpentry that people have done from time to time. As the main focus is on the nails, hence the title Nail M. It's a game, as you can see, it's very educational, where you use your mallet to hammer the spikes down into the wooden arena, and that consists of the majority of the gameplay.
So this nailing concept fascinates me. What is this? Where did it come from?
It came from, well, you see, there's this process called the Bessemer process, which enhances the way steel is made. So one use of the steel that is the outcome of this process is it can be, of course, used for many purposes, as good as for buildings and perhaps some silverware, of course, the stainless steel, which is actually an alloy of a type of steel. But in this case, it would be, simple metal spikes that are used to join and fasten wood together, known as nails. And that is the purpose.
That's remarkable. So the topic of this game, does it hold personal significance for you?
Yes, because I like to find people and nail them, as they were to say. I like to nail people.
Who doesn't?
I see that's a transitive verb. What does that even mean?
What's a transitive verb? It's a noun. It's a nail. For those of you who don't know what nails are, there's this process that creates steel, known as the Bessemer process, and it creates many metal objects. And one of such objects is nails.
Like tea kettles?
No, that's ceramics. If you're dealing with superconductors, that would be your forte. But in this case, they are quite conductive, but not necessarily a superconductor. I can tell you that.
I have to say I appreciated your restraint in not putting a lot of blood and guts in this game.
Oh, there was going to be blood in this game. Or the idea was. So, I don't know, there'd just be a lot of blood. Like the drilling was going to be a little bit more... Yeah, this is my fake voice. I speak actually like Michael Caine, if you didn't get the reference. But, yeah, there's going to be a lot of blood in this game. Not a lot of blood, just like a lot of effects, but it just like, didn't really care at that point. I'm just like, okay, it's already busy looking as it is, and I don't want to deal with that. The drill you were supposed to actually like physically drill into their heads, and they shook for a little while, and they would explode in like blood and bone.
I really love the way the hammer changed based on the placement of how you were holding it. How did you do that effect?
It's very, very easy. It's one of the easiest things you can do. Actually, it is pretty simple. Well, the hammer itself, the little metal part, which is made in the Bessemer process, similar to nails, that's just a 2D sprite.
Yeah.
And the handle, I mean, that's the main thing, and that's just 2D sprites. It's just you know how a cylinder is. They teach you about what a cylinder is in the school, right?
Not anymore. Went the way of cursive. You need to educate me. I don't know what a cylinder is. So that's are you stretching it, or is it
cylinder? Well, that's what a cylinder is. So a cylinder is essentially, if you cut it a cylinder in half, like a can of soda, its a cross section is a circle. So what they are consecutive circles arranged in a line.
How many circles are we talking here?
Brilliant.
Sorry, what was that question? What was the question?
Is there like 5 circles they use, or 10?
Many circles, a lot of circles, 40 circles, I think. That's how many there are. It gives the illusion of, ooh, look it, it's like a stick. Could you imagine? You made a stick in a video game, and I'm explaining it.
It's a neat effect.
Yeah. And then you just, aim the vector about where you want to go, and look, it looks like a real hammer. Isn't that cool?
Real talk, I'm gonna have joint injury problems after this.
Cool. I think I ended up spreading my thumb. I don't know if it's from this game, but it's whack-a-mole. You know what you do. You hit things, you gotta hit them. Yeah, you gotta hit them hard. That's where I got that mechanic from.
So, how soon into the jam did you decide this is what you're gonna do?
Actually, halfway in, because this was originally gonna be another game other than this. Because when I thought of the theme, I was like, workshop. I was like, what the hell am I gonna do for that? So I was thinking, hammer. And I was thinking the exact opposite of what this game came to. It was like, it's fun to hit things really hard with a hammer, but I don't think you have to hit them really soft. So I was thinking, that'd be like a really stupid game, but a really good idea. And so I was gonna call it Tipsy Tapsers. And you like tippy tap these little things into place, and the narration would be me as an elf, and there would be a lot of weird laughter in the game, like. And just like, I'd be the elf. I'd help you tell you how to make wonderful things by tapping these things into place. And it would be very dire kind of stuff. Like, little Billy's sick. He's just a little baby boy and he's sick and he could really use a Christmas present. Oh, well, I know what he needs. Let's build him a little baby coffin. Use a little hammer to nail the wood into place. And you have to hit it really softly or else the wood breaks. And then the happy little elf that laughs would yell at you saying, "You did it!" That would be the game, but it didn't work. I have a prototype didn't really work and didn't really like it. And I was like, I'll make the hammer stationary and just hit down. I was like, you know what? It's already Wednesday, Thursday. Let's just play whack-a-mole. It was a shit. And that's how this game was. So the prototype was at the beginning where it's like, I can hammer nails down. I was like, you know what? This would probably work really good with whack-a-mole. Let's just do that. See how fun it is?
It's very satisfying, and your instincts were correct, because I'm thinking the other game, there are a lot of games in this jam that were very unforgiving and a bit difficult, so I think it would have been a bummer to have yet another one where I couldn't do anything right.
No, it would be fun. I mean, people like being yelled at, so...
That's true, I mean, everybody loves being yelled at.
Fancy Feast was...
That is true, isn't it?!
Come to think of it, that would have been pretty similar to Fancy Feast. Which was another game that was about finding that sweet spot.
Yeah. It's a fun game. I should have just done the narration for this like that. Hit these little guys with a hammer. Just press P to press the hammer down and press Q to raise the hammer up. It's so simple.
How many different audio clips are there for these moles?
There's 4. One for each movement thing. So, if you paid attention to the game, which it's okay if you didn't, each one that does a different thing does a little, like the one that waves his hand is just saying, yoo-hoo, and one's making a stupid face going, doi, 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 and then...
I didn't make that connection, but it's kind of cool, because I thought that there were more sounds in that, so it's cool that you made that illusion of, liveliness.
Yeah, 4 sounds is Mel Blanc did 4 sounds for Looney Tunes, and it's like, whoa, he's the man of 1,000 voices. He played Porky Pig, Elmer Fudd, the Roadrunner.
Look at me, I'm Bugs Bunny.
Mickey Mouse.
I'm Daffy Duck.
Hey! That's Speedy Gonzalez. I'll catch the Roadrunner! He was sick that day.
That's spot on.
Okay.
No, Blank, is that you?
Who? Now what?
So, did you have any other upgrades that you wanted to drop into this, aside from the hammer and the drill?
One, I think, and then I was realizing it's too late. I'm not gonna put it in. It was a buzzsaw that would, and this is where the blood would probably come in, or there'd be a blood when you hit the little thing, a buzzsaw pops up and moves to the left, and if you successfully hammer a little guy down, it flips up in the air and changes direction and starts moving to the right, and anything it comes in contact with dies a bloody death, and you get 100 points, 200. And so the way you could keep it on the screen is that you just hammer enough guys and it just keeps going in either direction and you can move it away. But it didn't happen, so I could just be bullshitting you right now. Who gives a shit?
Well, it's entertaining bullshit, true. Or not true, I don't know. It
didn't happen, so...
We can imagine it did. With imagination.
Oh. Because another... Not for this one, there was another... Before this became this, one of the things I wanted to use to make it harder for you to hit some of these guys... this was before it was whack-a-mole. It was just the stupid nail idea. I was thinking like, oh, what happens if you nail things? But first it's a hammer, and then let's make it weirder. What happens if the hammer was like vibrating, and it made it harder to hit the things? And I was like, oh, I got an idea. Instead of a hammer, why don't we make it like a vibrator, like a dildo? Get it? Get it?
Here's a hot dog. Get hammering.
No, it's a dildo. It's a sexual aid. And then you go, and then you hit it, and it's like, oh, it's slipping all over the place. And then I was like, Even that was a dumb idea for me. Which is why I didn't do it. Totally didn't do it. See, you guys are running out of things to talk about with this 30-second long game.
I got more.
Oh, you do?
I know that you are working on a new version of Looney Balloony. How's that coming along?
That's not this game.
We talk about whatever.
Well, I haven't worked on it because I was working on another game for the past week. So.
Oh yeah.
Which game would that be?
What game was I was working on the Trell sequel.
Ooh. There's gonna be a sequel to Trell
No, you dummy! I was working on this game all week.
Don't play with me.
You were working on it after the jam.
Yeah, you silly goose.
So what is this, an enhanced, updated edition, or have we not seen that one yet?
What of which one?
The game you were working on.
Which game? I've been working on a bunch, or some at some point.
Pick one that you're working on.
None, because I just finished this game and I don't feel like working on any games right now. I probably will go back to Looney Balloony at some point, because that's gonna be I think I've done jam games enough where it's kind of fun, but then like 2 days after this, it's never gonna be played again. So I'm gonna try to release a game eventually. I don't know, maybe. Fund my Kickstarter when it comes out. www.kickstarter.com. Yeah. All this is speculation, so it means
what are you setting
nothing.
the goal for? $1 million? That's about what indie game costs nowadays.
No, I think I just want $1,000. $1,000 with my team of 10 concept artists.
You got a good idea?
Yeah, it's gonna be called Hope or Lust. One of those 4-letter titles for a Kickstarter. That's an important concept.
It's deep.
It is deep.
You got any spectacles on that one?
Spectacles on that one? One of the characters wears glasses because I want to have representation of people that wear glasses, because the nearsighted community don't see enough of their kind in video games, probably because they're nearsighted.
Why
I'm from Portland.
Why we need to have a discussion on why we are catering to the nearsighted people.
Really? This bit's done. Why? Because I don't know. I do wear glasses. If you ever see me in real life, I actually do wear glasses. This is going to be on pop-up video when this game gets released on VH1.
I don't know, Harold Krell. I'm not sure if you exist in real life. I think you might actually be that elf from that game you didn't make.
Isn't that fun?
Help nail Jesus to the cross.
Yeah.
Good. I'm surprised we didn't see that one.
No. I'm Catholic.
Well, it was a Catholic game jam, allegedly.
Was it?
Oh, that was a joke somebody started at some point. I can't even remember how that happened.
It was a bad joke. As a Catholic, bad joke. Bad joke. Can you imagine that we're only halfway done with this already?
I gotta say, you made it a challenge this time around.
A challenge this time around? How's it a challenge? The goal is to do better. Look at it. It's like whack-a-mole. I don't know how many of you millennials have played Whack-A-Mole, but it's a very fun. The whole point is just to get a better score.
Yeah.
Look at it. You're getting a better score.
Can I get this on my smartphone?
Sure, if you pay me. I don't know if you know, but I have a job.
Get the Kickstarter going.
Yeah.
No, you gotta open up a Patreon now, Krell.
Oh yeah.
Oh, or I can do.
Give me $50 a month. You get a photo.
Yeah.
Just anything.
I'll draw a comic for you. I'll draw a comic about a robot lady. No, I'll promise it comes out every month, but it'll come out every 5 months.
How hot is this robot lady?
She's really hot. I'm gonna marry her.
Okay, so
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I don't let anyone else know. I just imply it.
Where the hell are these guys? There we go.
Yeah, it's fun that it's a one-screen game, so you can just stare at this for 15 minutes. Just look at it. It's like, look at the new things that are happening in here.
Look at it.
I bet you guys didn't notice the sign changes depending on what weapon you have. What? Whoa! I was totally paying attention to that when I was playing the game. Wow! Now we just have to wait for one of those things to pop up.
And now it's not gonna pop up. You said something.
You got 13 minutes.
Oh god, my arm. I can't feel my arm, but I gotta keep going.
I'm gonna keep doing it.
Do you, Dying Hippo? Do you?
30 minutes of nail him. Let's do it.
Yeah! I was nailing myself for 30 minutes and I couldn't feel my arm afterwards.
You know, you shouldn't feel bad. A lot of guys can't nail him for 30 minutes.
It's like an Andrew Dice Clay joke. There! Whoa, sledge him.
Screw him.
Hey, yeah, that is one of them. Someone has been paying attention.
Wah.
Yep. See, you were paying attention.
Yeah. So when are we getting the Steam version of this with online leaderboards and online lobbies?
When you pay me.
What do I gotta pay you? Why can't you do it for exposure?
Huh? Oh, I'll give you. Hey, that's an Andrew Dice Clay joke. You want exposure? Here's some exposure for you. Oh!
Oh!
That's who Andrew Dice Clay is. I'm preaching to the wrong crowd. Like, I don't know Andrew Dice Clay, but if you mentioned my brother and me, oh, that would be quite the humorous thing.
Yeah, if we were doing this about 20 years ago, that would probably go over much better.
Yeah.
Oh!
Oh! Hickory dickory dock! The mouse flew up the... Oh! Little Pope Pete lost a sheep! What is she? Nearsighted? Oh! I'm just gonna fill out the rest of the time by making these jokes.
I think you should.
Little Miss Muffet sat on a tuffet, eating her curds and whey. Along came a spider and sat down beside her and said, "What's in the bowl?" And then he says the bad word. Bitch, he says that word. I'm sorry, but just not to keep lingering minds wanting. He says bitch. You know, we're adults here. We're all adults. This is why we make games like this.
Yeah. Goes in the portfolio.
I wish I had something funny to say, but I'm just enjoying.
Just enjoying this. Nary a word to say. Let's just watch. This is the kind of crap that's on YouTube where it has a thumbnail like Spider-Man Elsa play Whack-A-Mole. Yes, that you show your kids.
That's what you need. Yeah, you just need to add that, and you'll become a hit among the 5-year-olds.
Yeah, Spider-Man strangles himself on his umbilical cord in Elsa's womb.
Yeah, basically.
Whoa! I'll let my 3-year-old watch this. Keep hitting them. Come on, keep hitting them.
There we go.
You're doing well. Look at your score.
Bastards.
Actually, you're doing pretty bad right now. You're out past the halfway point. Oh, yeah. And this is it. I know.
There we go. Final stretch.
Nice.
Can't wait for you to do this all over again, like 5 more times. Wow.
Oh shit! Wait. Oh, I beat it.
You could. No, you could do it. You could do it.
Wow, you guys have a terrible delay.
No, you could still do it. You got 20 seconds left. 15.
So, yeah, 15 seconds. Oh, what am I gonna do?
10, 9, 8, 7,
Well,
6, 5, 4, 3, 2.
Thanks, Mixer.
1.
Krell was fucking with you. Sorry, Krell.
1.5. No, it's still going. we got the silly willies going on over here. Look, everyone. We're playing the game for the 100th time. People will be looking back on this and being like, wow, this is such a fun game for like 2 seconds.
Oh, this is a great bit of performance art.
Wow. Totally. Just ran out of things to talk about.
Yep.
It's like,
Well, I mean, if you're bored, Krell, you can always take off.
No, I mean, I'm having fun. Just, I knew this game would probably, I mean, when you compare it to all other games, I mean, everyone else is like freaking 30 minutes of content, and it's just like, oh crap, we're not gonna have anything to say. No one else has any questions to ask about this. Like,
So tell me more about this Bessemer process.
Bessemer? So it's an actual thing, if you're not illiterate. It's the process to which, I mean, I explained it twice already, so...
Yeah, but you were
maybe you
saying
should
it
put on
in
a
some
different
like
accent.
some other language.
Language. I can do it in Filipino. I can balangget mo gong salamet sa magang bili kalaganengo mang balak. Yeah. I'm Filipino, so it's okay. That's the one true fact about me. Maybe.
That would explain the alleged Catholicism.
Whoa, let's not go that far. Whoa! I like how everyone else's videos are all technical, and this is just like, can you tell us that joke you already told 15 times before? Can you do the Krell Bantelgar voices again?
Oh, but you haven't done the Krell Bantelgar voices again. Maybe you should.
Why?
Well, because you just mentioned it.
This is okay.
Dance.
What voice do you want to hear?
Dance for us.
No, seriously, what voice do you want to hear?
Give us some tipples.
Tipples the court wizard. Hey guys, this is Tipples as what's his face? Fuck, what the hell is it? Jack Nicholson? Hey guys, I saw you coming over here, and I was just, wearing my fanciest hat and my white beard, and I was just checking you out. And gee willikers, I was just wondering what you're doing in the courtyard. Why don't I ask you a question, huh? Because, I'm here right now, and I'm in my Sunday finest, and you just traipse on my flowers like you're some nobody. So let me just tell you, let me just hear from you. Who do you think I am? You think I'm Skankmaster 2000? Well, I got news for you, buddy. You'd be wrong. You say that, your head comes off. It's also he's also the one thing above the grandma from All Senior Citizens Need Life Alert.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's like, it's the wizard that then headed the old lady.
Wow, that's so creative. Also, the background music no one even mentioned is from the Life Alert game. Life
Alert traumatized me. I'm trying to forget about it.
It's like, come on, There are worse games out there.
There are worse games out
I
there.
could do a lot worse.
I'm not saying it's the worst game.
I started, people have shown me, like, doing visual novels, and they ask me to do voices for them, and they're terrible. They're terrible. Like, they're sexual, but I shouldn't say in the bad way, because it's just terrible. It is the bad way. Like, horrible, like, and there's no gameplay at all.
The bad way.
Well, what's the good way?
Don't make games. Make games like I make games. Look how fun this is. Make games where your grandma dies instead of you, like, raping your grandma. Jesus Christ. This is some terrible stuff. Whoa, it's true. You go on Steam, you see freaking Boo Boo Lover. Hey, Boo Boo, I'm gonna love you.
Yeah, not now, Yogi. Oh, you're hurt.
Hey, I'm gonna sneak in your picnic basket. Here I come. Good things come in bears.
Yogi. No, Yogi. No.
Oh, by the way, if you ever need to sell this game, feel free to put somebody played this for 30 minutes right on the box.
Huh? I mean, I got Vinny Vinesauce playing. I'm gonna accumulate. I mean, this really is just dumb shit. This is like the dumbest shit ever. I mean, like, compared to everything else, it's just like, oh, look at this guy. What were your feelings on this game? It's like, well, I had a dream that I had a puppy once, and I wanted to make a game with the puppy, and I decided to put gameplay elements that inspired me, and a lot of my friends playing with me took notes on it, and they gave me advice, and they're like, here's... And we made a game that, I don't know, at least I enjoy, and that's good. And then with me, it's like, hey, what would it be like if Yogi screwed Boo Boo on the Yogi Bear show? It's like, oh, how about...
No! I'm me Boo Boo!
Yep. So it's already getting really old and getting those pity laughs. Like, oh yeah, he's doing the Boo Boo thing again. It's okay. I didn't like the part where any of that happened. But, I think it's okay. What time is it already?
We're getting there.
We're getting there. I know. Waiting for the end versus everyone else. No, I got more stuff to tell about my game. I got.
No, get out of here. We gotta play
got the same handle as the normal hammer. I feel like you're not going to get much leverage from that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, someone made a pun. Well.
But that was also. But seriously.
What? Leverage?
Yeah, like Power Drill had a different handle.
Oh, because it was lazy. And it's like fun. It's like the Smash Brothers game where it's like, oh, look, he got the big sledgehammer. It's a little stick handle, but oh, it's a big thing. He's gonna whomp him. What fun! We're like children again.
Hey.
Oh, you got a double.
Oh man. I swear, this has been the 30 best minutes of any jam.
This is so fun. I know. Suck it, everyone else. I made this shit, and it's more enjoyable than whatever stuff you made. But everyone did a good job. I think everyone did a good job. Especially, even if you don't win, you did a good job. But you won't get anything out of it, like this game. Because look at, look, 30 minutes.
You get a good
we didn't
job
even talk about it. Yeah, you get a pat on the back. You get a pat on the back, and then you get.
And get out.
Yep, you get out. You get out of the jam. Stop doing it. That's my advice. So you make one thing and then hell breaks loose. Look at, you'll be like me. Keep doing game jams. You'll be like me, talking about shit, talking about nothing about game design or anything. just going on this video, just ranting and talking about bears having sex. This is it. This is the limit of doing game jams. But keep doing game jams because, you know, we need your support in awful jams, and it would be a very, very good thing if everyone did more game jams. Be like me.
Whew.
You made it.
We did it. We all did it together.
We all did it together, but mostly you. But we all did it. It was mostly Harold Krell for making this really fun game. A game so fun that we could play it for 30 minutes.
Or talk about things that aren't the game. Just background noise, really. Okay. Look, we're even overtime now.
Oh shit.
Whoa!
We're
you had so much fun. Whoa! Was there anything else I wanted to say?
Anything else you want to say? Anything at all?
I don't know. Continue to enjoy Harold Krell products because they're satisfying, and I need your support in case I do make a game that I want to make money and quit my job and move to Mexico and afford low-cost housing in order to develop video games under my own time. So follow me at www.haroldkrell.tumblr.com and haroldkrell at twitter.com. Twitter handle, and use that and support me. Continue to support me by sending me good messages so I get sweet nothings fed into my ears so I can make more stupid shit that you can enjoy or not enjoy, depending on how you feel or how your mother feels, because quite frankly, I don't really care. Thank you.
Well put.
Well put. Well, thanks for having me on, Dieting Hippo, and thanks for coming on, Harold Krell.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Thank you all for coming on. Thank you.
And thank you very much, everybody. I hope you're having a good time tonight. And say good night to you all, and everyone have sweet dreams tonight.
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Thanks everybody for watching.